Hello, I'm BX and welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to be talking about the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. And we don't know whether this is called Title Update 25 or 26 yet, but what we do know is a variety of things that we've been told over time, including how long it's been in development. We know a few of the features that are going to be in there for sure, a few of the most likely features, and a variety of stuff like this. And I figured if you're new to the channel, or if you just haven't watched a lot of these videos, I figured it'd be cool to just kind of summarize everything we know about Title Update 25 so far, as well as give you the latest news at the same time. Because we got a tiny bit of non-news that I figured I'd include of all of this sort of stuff, because it is exciting. We are coming towards the end of this development cycle, and I'm, excited to see what comes. So please do like the video if you do like it. It helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you do like it. And let's get straight into talking about this update then, shall we? So the reason we don't know the name is because there's so many bug fixes on so many consoles, we don't know exactly the 4J frame of reference, but this is most likely going to be called Title Update 25 because there has only been, 4 updates since Title Update 19 for the 360, which is where they measure this stuff. Anyway, with that said, this update has been in development on some form or other since Title Update 19 came out for Minecraft, Xbox, PlayStation, etc. All the way back then, they were developing some bugs, but they do now have their own bug test team, so those bugs were, if they were doing any of the bug fixing, it was very minor stuff. So ever since that last update came out, they have been able to, just fully work on this next update, Title Update 25 that we're calling it right now. And for a while, all we knew is that they were working on the update. However, based on their previous update history, we do have quite a few other hints as to what the update will contain. So one thing that has been steady since the very time Minecraft came out for the 360, 3 and a bit years ago now, with 1.6 beta from the PC, is they've always stuck to the PC update system. Whether this is easier for them because they can just take a version and start working on it, or whether there's some, kind of big reason behind this, we don't know. But this does mean that the next update is going to be based on one of the PC versions, most likely 1.7, but potentially either 1.8 or maybe even 1.9, or, whatever 1.9 features so far from the PC. That is something that could entirely happen on the consoles, and that is kind of an exciting prospect, because at the very least that means 1.7, one of the big updates that changed the world, a potential of 1.8, which is a entirely massive update, which combine that 1.7 and you've got the biggest update ever for console, and then the potential for a couple of 1.9 features on the top. I think most likely, and over the time I thought most likely 1.7 is going to be there, but given the amount of time they're spending on this, 6 months now, means that 1.8 as well as 1.7 could be a very likely feature. And of course this does fit into Microsoft's desire to have the, the PC and the console kind of be equal, rather than this whole, the console lags behind. So yeah, a 1.8 would make a bunch of sense, but technically we could see somewhere in between, or we could just see 1.7 with 1.8 features. The exact, kind of pacing in between 1.7 and 1.9, we have no idea. What we do know is it's at least following the update at some point. We're not going to get half of 1.7, for instance, especially not after 6 months. So what I would say there is we know it's at least going to be 1.7 and could potentially be 1.8, and given the amount of time and the amount of resources they've had so far, I think that stuff makes sense. So we know it's going to have lots of features from those PC updates. We know it's going to be coming at some point in the next while now, because it has been 6 months since last update, and we know it's probably going to be called Title Update 25 unless another bug fix comes out. But what else do we know? So it was surprisingly little until a couple of months ago when they're just like, something big is happening, and that kind of tells us, so they said exciting stuff is happening, and that kind of lets us know they are working on something big and exciting. They're not just, having a 3-month gap where they can lay down and put their feet on their tables or something like that. And then, we also had our first hint about a feature, which was llamas. Whether that's a serious hint or not, you can guess for yourself, but they did, respond to a hint about llamas by saying, good idea. And then we had nothing again for the longest time. We had the update where Alex came out, which obviously took some amount of their time away, but then they were straight back onto this next big update. And finally, in this last week, because although we do know it's based on 1.7 and 1.8, we don't know what, console kind of base changes there are going to be. That's the sort of stuff we started getting this last week. We got 4 hints of this last week. We got, we should add that in response. The 3 features are we should be, add the ability to change difficulty, add the ability to change game mode, and, change the weather so you can just disable it whether you're playing in creative. I think this is just creative feature, but if you're playing in creative and you don't want to deal with that, that's something you can have right there. So yeah, disabling weather, changing game mode, both pretty cool features, but that's not where this stops. That was just the start of the whole, them hinting at what's coming in this update, because we also had a tweet from 4J saying, that there is going to be more hints coming this week, because someone tweeted at them saying, more winky faces, please, and they said more coming this week. So we are getting more features, hinted at this week. It probably will be from now or until then, maybe with a few weeks gap, but we're starting on that, kind of ramp up for the next update. We're going to start seeing these, hints of features. That means we might start seeing screenshots, we might start seeing a trailer soon, and it's all going to be very exciting. So yeah, this will probably be the biggest update ever. If it's not the biggest update ever for console, it's going to be at least the second biggest Stars title update 19. It's going to be a very exciting time for Minecraft console players, because this is where we're starting to, be taken kind of more seriously than this, game that's 2 years behind the PC. Now we are just a year behind the PC, and that could literally turn into, either 8 months, or it could turn into, 0 months behind the PC, which is very, very cool to me at the very least. So yeah, I'm excited for the future. We're going to get a lot of hints this week, and that is everything we know so far about title update 25. If you want me to quickly make a release date prediction, because everybody does, I would say at some point in the end of July. That would probably be my best estimation, but that's what I'm thinking so far. With the last update, they just surprised us and said, oh, it's out, by the way. So maybe that will just happen. Maybe later this month that will happen, but I'll let you know as soon as everything comes out on this channel, and I will cover the update when it properly does come out too, with all the little tips you might need about it. So yeah, one more summarization. Title update 25 is the update name right now, based on either 1.7 or 1.8. There's going to be a lot of console exclusive features in like changing host options. They're not console exclusives, but like they're going to be console-based options with host privileges, and you'll be able to turn off weather, which means no more rain in your world. So more hints coming soon. I'll cover it on my channel. Like the video if you did like it, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I do videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you for watching. That is a pufferfish in the background if you can't tell, and I'll see you all in the next video.